What's up, guys? Coach Dylan, CrossFit Mount Lebanon. Just the Tip Tuesday. Today I wanted to throw some info out there about cleans, squat cleans or power cleans, mainly specifically the receiving position. I've seen tons of people that I've coached, people to this day that I've been around that will catch a clean on their collarbones or into their wrists and their forearms. And yes, mobility can be a huge factor in this, so if you don't have the mobility to get those elbows up, always dig with a lacrosse ball or something underneath your shoulder blades, into your lats, into your forearms, into your triceps, just to make that easier, because the harder time you have with that, it's just going to continue there until you do something about your movement. So make things easier on yourself, always hit that mobility. But for the receiving position, I want you to think about where it's actually going to land. If you're doing a back squat, the barbell is resting on the back of your shoulders. If you're doing a front squat, that barbell should be on the front of your shoulders. So if you're doing a full clean, it should be caught there. Even if you're doing a power clean, that is the rack position. It's supposed to be up on your shoulders to make things easier so your torso can be more up. So from that point, I want you to think about when you're catching that barbell, where your elbows are at. And I know you probably heard tons of coaches out there say elbows up, elbows up. Here's why. It's actually just for your position as you're catching it, so you're in a correct position. But if I put my arm down, like in front of me, I can feel whether my collarbone or my shoulder is high. Right now, you can see my collarbone is high. Okay, so if I catch a barbell on my shoulders with my elbows down, chances are you're going to hit your collarbone. But if I put my hand straight out in front of me, you can now see that my shoulder is now higher than my collarbone. So if I catch that barbell with my elbows up, it's on my shoulder instead. So some things to note when you guys are doing cleans, think of an athletic position. So as soon as you're done extending and that barbell is on the way up, don't think of now pulling at your shoulders to get that barbell up more. It's already on its way up. Think of pulling yourself down into an athletic position. So as I pull down, my butt goes back, knees get bent. I am now in an athletic position, which means I'm ready to go. I'm ready to jump, ready to catch, ready to sprint, mainly catching this barbell. So as soon as you're done pulling up or jumping up, pull yourself down, press your butt back, and that gives you a better opportunity to throw those elbows up. So instead of catching that barbell and leaning back with my back, so it gets into my forearms and my chest, and then I have to do that, just throw your butt back in one motion and catch your elbows up. Should be able to just get those elbows through to where you do just need your shoulders. Okay? Not your wrists. Just Tip Tuesday. Hope this helps.